Welcome back to What RT Noobs for General Disturbance. We've got another instance of that glitch where dead tanks are still showing up as alive in the water, or dead. This is a T-28E with the F-30 gun. It's a Tier 4 Premium OP Medium Soviet, and it's located on the south spawn of Cliff under the command of Major MTP Cat 6. Now, game started and he's headed off to the hill. It's a fairly slow medium tank this. It's carrying a lot of weight. That turret has got an 85mm gun. Well, the T-28E with the F-30 was quite troll, and still is quite troll really, because that 85mm gun will penetrate just about every tank at Tier 4. Nearly every tank at Tier 4. Most of them. I think there's many it won't penetrate. He can do 160 alpha, penetrating 120mm with standard ammo, with the APCR that goes up to 161. And I don't think there are many Tier 4 tanks that have armor that high. In fact, I think he'll even penetrate a Panzer IIJ. Well, he's only loading standard AP at the moment, and he's watching as those Panzer 1Cs go up the hill. It's very difficult to get shots on those guys as they move up. In fact, I found that it's sometimes easier to aim for that rock there and wait for them to pop out and just move the turret slightly to actually get a shot on target as they go by. Now, the HE rounds are just as effective on this tank. In fact, 280 alpha, penetrating 43mm of armor, which means that most of the tanks around here would be one shot by that gun. Trouble is trying to get the slow velocity HE round to hit the target, because they move pretty fast. Well, he found an M5A1 Stuart little scout tank, and he went up there on the edge, and that's the Chinese version, that one I think. And he's fallen over the edge of the cliff because he got hit in the tracks by Major MTP, and he's moving over to the cliff edge because that guy is definitely going to drown. I think he's going to go over and try and claim the hit points. He's in the water. Okay, and he's been recorded as drowned, but look, his icon's still there. And if I take control of the rescue, you can see the tank outline is still there as well. So I suspect that you can't actually claim the hit points off that vehicle, even though it's dead. And it's probably also spotting. Now, Major MTP is trying to get the shot on him, but he doesn't want to go over that cliff edge, and if he does, he's going to die too. So it's probably best for him to ignore that M5A1, and he might want to pay attention to what's behind him, because there's some Panzer 1Cs up on the hill, the ones he saw earlier, and they're still up there. Now, the T-28 with the E with the F-30 does actually have, well, not paper thin armor, but it's fairly thin. It can be penetrated by a Panzer 1C occasionally. He's trying to shoot at the M5A1. Unfortunately, a shot couldn't go near him. And yeah, they've started shooting him from the hill now. Yep, these rounds are starting to go in. They're firing at him, and he's reversing towards them, which is a bad mistake because some of those shells are going to go through. The closer he gets, the more penetration they get on those machine gun bullets, because it is basically a machine gun. Well, he's taken or blocked a lot of damage, 344 hit points so far. He's now aiming for a Samur S35, who's been attacking our M2 medium, and he got a hit. He's still receiving fire from the hill, and he takes out the Samur. And now up there's an AMX-38 as well. You know, I reckon that if Major MTP actually went to the TD nest down at K7, or K5 rather, he might actually be able to shoot that M5A1. And one of the Panzer 1Cs has actually come down low, and he's trying to shoot him alongside him, and he's going to get much better penetration. But you see, he's firing standard ammo, not APCR, and he's having a lot of difficulty trying to get the pen. Well, he's actually earned a steel wall now from this, and he's trying to get a shot on that guy, but it's pretty difficult. And the Panzer 1C is trying to run away, and he's auto-aimed on, and unfortunately the further away he gets, the more difficult it is to get an auto-aim shot on target. You have to lead the target to make it work. And now he's receiving fire from that AMX-38, the duck tank. It's not actually a duck tank, that's the AMX-40. What am I saying about? This is the Tier 3 French light with the angled armour. And, well, he's receiving fire from that guy in the terms of HE rounds. Again, they're not having much difficulty trying to pen him. But he's already earned a steel wall. One more round to take out the AMX-38, who's still firing HE at him. And there you go. He's got another kill. And that was the last kill of the game, because when he killed that one, that was it. So, another instance of the disappearing tank, or the tank that actually appears dead, but is actually still showing up. He was showing as dead in the team lists. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, he managed to get a third-class tanker in that game, duelist, shell-proof, hand of God, because he did receive damage from 4 different enemy tanks. He got a cool head in as well, because he bounced quite a lot of rounds, and a steel wall, of course, because most of the ammo was blocked, or most of the shots were blocked, and he blocked over 1,000 hit points in total. His win rate was 1643, which is still very good. If we look at the team scores, we can see he didn't do much in the way of damage. The high scorer was, in fact, the Matilda on the enemy team with 1710. He got a high caliber and a cool headed. And then came our Matilda with 1531. He managed to get a Confederate. We can see that the dead tank, the one that fell over the edge of the cliff, is this one. Spencer 1131. The vehicle drowned, but was still showing up as a shootable target. Now, yeah, I think this is a phenomenon that we haven't seen before, but in the past people have always said if a tank falls into the water and drowns, or if it's dead and it's still showing up with the icon, you should just shoot it and collect all the hit points. But I think this is something that Wargaming did, but didn't tell everyone that it was there. And so now, yes, I think the advice is, if you see a tank that's showing in the water as drowned, still shoot it if there's an icon above it, because you'll probably be able to pick up the hit points and collect those, harvest those, and get some extra XP. So we can see at the end of the detailed report that he managed to make a profit of 71,933 credits from that game, and he also managed to make 3,014 XP. So not a bad game, but it's good for him to actually show us that instance of another tank drowning in the water but still showing as alive. I'm not sure if it was still sporting for the team, but I think it was, actually, to be honest, because I'm pretty certain if that icon is there, that it is actually still technically a live tank. Very weird. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and see you later.